From now, specifically 2 hours and just about 39 minutes, Kenya shall mark 60 years of its independence. Those we spoke to in this next piece by Grace Korea-Kanja tell us the moment in 1963 was very surreal, liberating, a moment that brought the nation so much pride and had many pregnant with expectations. Promises were made and finally there appeared to be light at the end of the tunnel. But were the promises kept, particularly on eliminating poverty in the country? Let's find out.
The late founding President Jomo Kenyatta promised 3 things. I know you know what I'm talking about, but here goes. To eliminate poverty, ignorance, if you like, ujinga, and to ensure the population has good health.
Because the Mzungu had emphasized those things as a way of controlling.
And so freedom had come, and it appeared promising.
You had all these people coming from detention camps, Manyani and so on, or coming from schools, and they expected what? Good life, good jobs. So there was Kenyatta wondering, what do I do now? So create a national what? Youth service.
Now that was then. More than 6 decades later, what does Prof make of Kenya right now in as far as our poverty level is concerned?
There is a lot of disappointment. Not that the country is poor, but that it has had poor leadership. Kenya is underdeveloping and poverty is increasing, deliberately done so. Now, there are different ways in which poverty is created. One, when you have currency devaluation, when you have policies that discourage people from being productive, taxes are ways of creating poverty. So things are bad at present, not the way they were in the 1960s.
Now, the Kenya Institute for Public Policy Research and Analysis, KIPRA, paints a somewhat different picture.
The figure we had in 2005/06 was 46.1% of the population were poor. But according to the statistics of 2015-2016, this had reduced significantly to 36.1%.
But listen, in its 2021 Kenya Poverty Report, the Kenya National Bureau of Statistics said that the results of the analysis of the 2021 Kenya Continuous Household Survey data shows that the overall poverty headcount rate for individuals at the national level was at 38.6%. That is definitely an increase in the poverty level, though partly attributed to COVID-19 and the locust infestation.
The Human Development Index for Kenya at the moment is around 0.551 out of a maximum of 1, which means we are above average, but still room to cover exists. And this can be attained through ensuring that we have majority of the population, particularly the youth and the children, access schooling right from preschool, primary, secondary, and tertiary.
Now, despite this, there is always concern over one of the world's largest slums, which happens to be in Nairobi, Kibra.
The government is doing a lot to get people in the informal settlements out of poverty and other deprivations. And this is being achieved through access to education, access to healthcare systems, including support for community healthcare workers, access to housing.
Kibra is a large slum, and people like it that way. Slum lords, And some slum lords are at the top, They like it that way. Because it also supplies labor for political activities and such things. And others, there is a slum almost everywhere. And so the desire to eliminate slums may not be there.
Grace Kuriakanja, TV 47.